people do think when you drive a BMW, you don't have peace of mind. So they think BMs are not reliable. And if you see all those boys, they don't change engine. Like what I do with BMW, you can't do it with Lexus. You can't redline your engine. Don't worry. That same week, you go to Ladipo.
I used to be scared of driving the ISF. Like, I just used to drive it now because you can lose control. It just feels heavy. It looks heavy, but bro, when that thing wants to deal with you, it will deal with you and there's nothing you can do. If it's the 250 you are really bragging about, just rest. But when you are talking of the F, yeah, now, let's worry the people that are around.
Okay, welcome to another episode of Car Stories, where we talk about everything cars, experience, the bass, the trends and everything. And today I'm here with my co-host, Segun.
Welcome everyone to a new session, a new week. Anyways, we have a guest in the house. His name is Tobi or Autocraft. Please help us with your real name because what we know here as is Autocraft and Tobi.
Yeah, my real name is ADEBOLA SHONAIKE.
Oh, welcome.
Welcome ADEBOLA SHONAIKE. Welcome to Car Stories. I hope that you have fun with us here today.
Obviously.
Yeah. So can you tell us, anyway, for most of you that don't know Autobaby or Autocraft, Autobaby is one of the biggest and best mechanic out there, BMW mechanic. We call him Yahoo Boy mechanic. Well,
Yeah, I swear. That's where he is.
that's what he is. So welcome to the show. So we have. Tell us about what got you into cars. Let's start with that.
I've always been around cars since I was little. My dad is a mechanic.
Oh,
Serious mechanical. But he only deals on American car, Ford, GMC, Chevrolet, and so I've always been around. I've been working on cars since I was little. So I got attracted to that line. So and my uncle also. My uncle is the owner of automedics.
Oh, wow.
Automedics. My brother works there too. Like the whole family, sha. It's a family thing.
it runs
So he runs in you.
Bro, yeah, kind of.
And when you now decided to be a prodigal son and went to the BMW line, why didn't you go the American line?
And they are joining me already. My dad is in the BM line now. He drives a 7 Series.
What?
Yeah. I've said it, the black one.
Yeah, the black one. Yeah.
That tells you that the high pressure fuel pump is how many thousands of dollars?
Bro, I saw that. Did you see that post?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, they said the fuel pump is expensive.
Yeah, that in the car. I saw it. When I saw it, I was just like, oh my God.
Not bad.
What color is 7 Series?
Black.
Black. Okay. I don't know. There's one man that drives
tinted.
it green. And he drives it every day.
Mostly. Not every day, but he travels a lot with it.
You guys are strong. Oh.
Strong man.
You guys are strong.
Normally.
Tell us more about yourself now. You started telling us things already that we did not know. So tell us more.
Nothing much actually. So I got into the BM line when I started using the 328 with the M52 engine. There, I found it more easy to work on than Toyotas and the likes.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't let them hear this thing.
They'll come for me.
Yeah.
But for real,
Yeah.
it's very easy to fix BM if you understand it. Very, very easy.
Wow. Interesting.
So it might be difficult sometimes, but you have
So
to be strong.
Americans have you gone through from the 3 Series 328?
Just one.
Oh, okay. After 328, that then.
335.
Okay.
From M52 to M54 streets.
Wow.
Bad boy.
I don't get time.
I know there are a lot of people with the perception that people that want the N54,
Yeah.
the N54 are
You know,
very
funny-
crazy setup.
This guy that is here, he used to work on Toyotas back in the days because I think that's how we actually started.
Yeah. But I didn't find it interesting.
That's how we started communicating online. I think one day he was putting a cold air intake in a Camry or something.
Yeah.
Then I messaged him that he might need to adjust the position of the intake because so that you get enough air and all of that. So I think he said, "Oh, thank you very much," but he did something and that was it.
Yeah,
Then from
I
there,
can remember. I was using one Camry, muzzle.
yes, muscle.
Yeah.
Then from there it was okay here and there. See him on the road. How far, and that was just it. And then it turned to, oh, okay, I have this BMW, or this person has this BMW that they want to fix. All of a sudden, from Camry, Baba just jumped to BMW like that. So you need to tell us something though. So would you ever go back to a Toyota?
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
It can never happen.
I think it was even
I'm not sure if I can even drive a Toyota for like a week straight.
Wow.
You feel something in your
Yeah, something is
See,
missing.
a couple of weeks. I don't know if you saw it where he was having a back and forth with some Lexus boys.
Yeah, what
About
happened?
it.
Just tell us what happened. No, I'm a Lexus boy. I love Lexus. It's
So
dead, but
people do think when you drive a BMW, you don't have peace of mind. So they think BMs are not reliable. And if you see all those boys, bro, they don't change engine. Like you can't do what I do with BMW. You can't do it with Lexus. You can't redline your engine. Don't worry. That same week, you go to Ladipo. You buy another engine.
also the thing is, I sorry to cut you here, but I think the mistake everybody is making is when you buy a car like an IS250, you cannot get premium performance out of it.
Actually,
So if you want to start looking for performance, I think you need to start from like a 350,
350.
and then there are definitely mods that you have to do. So if you want to be redlining a Lexus, go and buy RCF now. Then let's know that, okay.
Yes, yeah.
So-
on point.
So I believe also it's just the amount of education that people have when it comes to these things. Because the car looks sporty or it feels sporty or it has one or two things that make it look. Yeah. Or it's like you saying to somebody tomorrow now that, oh, they have a Corolla Sport with all those things on the side and the bumper, that, oh, they can redline it, they can do XYZ with it. Obviously, it's not that. It's more of the aesthetics, it's just more of looks, not really performance. So I think that's the mistake a lot of people make. But the way the IS250 is designed, it gives you the whole sportiness and the whole everything. So you just feel like,
taste.
okay,
And
this is what it is.
why they ask that? Why they think the IS250 is fast? Is the 350 is fast? I've driven one before. I was like,
Yes,
bro,
it's fast.
this car is fast. I told the owner, bro, this car is very fast. But you see that 250, why they think it's fast is the quick accelerate. Lexus has this quick. BM won't give you that
It's
quick
instant.
throttle
Yes,
response. Yeah,
okay.
but you see Lexus, don't worry. Once it's going.
Yeah, I can.
So I feel that's why people think the 250 is a fast car.
It's a 200 and something horsepower car, so you can't really get much out of it. And if you want to start tuning it, you just go
Spend like
just
lots.
spend a lot. So
A
a lot
lot.
of people don't bother. They rather just start.
And I'm not sure if that engine can really accept.
Yeah, so those engines don't really, you can't really do much on them. But I mean, if you want to do it, you will spend a lot of money. Like me, I've owned all the generations of IS except the last or this current generation. From the first generation to the third generation, I've owned one or at least one of it. And even in the second generation, I had the V8 and the 4-cylinder. So I had the ISF at some point. And I can tell you that there is a big difference from the V8 one to the 250 that I used to daily. And then my partner had a 350. So I've seen everything that you can see in an IS. So when people just come and they start making us with a 250, I just look at them and laugh. Because 250 is baby steps. When you see a 350, I used to be scared of driving the ISF. Like, I just used to drive it now because, and I used to let maybe a driver just pick it from somewhere and drive it because you can lose control yourself.
You can't take.
You can't tell it easily. There's a lot of power in there for that small body.
Yeah.
And it just feels heavy. It looks heavy, but bro, when that thing wants to deal with you, it will deal with you and there's nothing you can do. So me, I'm just like, if it's the 250 you are really bragging about, just rest. But when you are talking of the F, you know, let's worry the people that are around. So, and I just saw you were just going back and forth. IS boys, Lexus boys. Did anybody?
Me, I feel they are actually not building cars. They are just doing body modes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think that's the truth.
They are not. Yes, now.
Okay. I think what's this guy's name again? There was a guy that was talking about it, the chubby guy that had They had some back and forth with Supercar.
Or Renegade.
Yeah, I saw he was talking about it, and he spoke about a couple of things like how people get cars. You buy car Tokumbo, and after you buy it, instead of you focusing on
The
the
necessary
necessary things, the next thing they want to do is add one mad lighting,
mad wings.
code, just paint,
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
do some crazy tint and everything, and at the end of the day, you are driving a car that
You are driving a car with bad braking system.
yes.
Don't you get
the
what?
IS250? Even when I had the third generation IS250. At some point, I had to upgrade my brakes. I don't know, for some reason it didn't come with big brakes, but I was like, at least I need to upgrade these brakes. At least I went, got the big calipers, got the big disc, and got like good pads. So for me, braking is very, very key. I don't joke.
Yeah, very important.
And IS250s don't have great brakes. Trust me, they don't. So I guess it's what it is. Everybody is learning. We keep learning.
We keep learning.
And then also we need to also consider the country as well, because even that IS250 is not cheap.
Actually,
cheap.
which is
It's expensive actually,
It's not cheap.
and the
It's not
parts
cheap.
are
Yeah,
expensive.
everything
Very
it's not
expensive.
cheap. So it's something that even when you gather money and buy, you'll be proud of what you bought. Like, okay,
And it's
I bought
actually easier to maintain a BMW, let's say the 3 Series, the 328. It's actually cheaper, very cheap.
yes.
than the IS250. The
parts of the BMW are cheaper.
yeah, they are fair.
See, so
Very
I mean, a lot of people don't know this,
Yeah, actually.
but that's why we are here, and that's why you are here. So you tell us more. So today, if I wanted to buy a Nigerian, if I wanted to buy a car, would you advise me to go for a Tokumbo car or a Nigerian used car? And so this question will come in 2 parts. So would you advise me to go for a Tokumbo car or a Nigerian used car? Then would you advise me to buy a Nigerian used BMW? I want to hear your thoughts on this.
Okay, so which should we do first?
First, you can start with Tokumbo and Nigerian used first.
Actually, me, I'm not this person that believe in buying a Tokumbo. If you want to buy, just buy a good car. You can't actually tell if you are buying a Tokumbo car. You can't actually tell how the engine has been maintained. We have people who don't maintain cars in the US also. They just drive it. So you have to consider a lot. You have to know about the history of the car
You are buying.
yeah. In which, if you are buying a Tokumbo car in Nigeria, you can't know. It's not like we have like a car log where you can check this car was serviced on.
Let's we don't keep records.
Bro, Nigerians, we don't even keep records. So I'll just say go for a car you like. If and based on your funds, your pockets,
Okay.
if you have the money for it, you can buy a Nigerian used car. I've bought Nigerian used car and no issues. But if you just have to consider, if you are buying a Nigerian used car, just put one money aside for the maintenance. Because Nigerians, we are very bad with maintaining cars. But
Yeah,
Tokumbo still, their roads are good. So it's still, so you can
be better.
Yeah, it's still going to be better than Nigerian used car.
So for that answer, I mean, just buy a good car. Just do your research, check
your
very well, until that whatever it is that you're buying is good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. So now, would you advise somebody to buy a Nigerian used BMW?
Yeah, I bought my 335 Nigerian used.
Oh yeah.
I think ideally it's
Got it.
like ideally the car. Yeah.
But was there anything?
But you suffered. Have you suffered?
Not really. I just did maintenance. You have to
Are
maintain.
you sure?
Yes, now. I haven't had any major engine.
Oh, you haven't changed the engine.
Okay, since I bought that car, I've only serviced. I serviced the transmission when I got it, and the oil was even still clean. But I just, you have to do the general cleaners. Yeah. And I suspension works,
Oh, definitely. We don't even have good roads.
Yes.
You definitely have to work on suspension. So
But there are some BMs you should not buy.
please tell us.
I've seen clients, my clients, personal clients, get BMs from Kaduna, bro.
I've heard stories.
Bro, I'm not saying you shouldn't buy from people over
Kaduna,
there, but just inspect properly,
Yeah.
bro. CEO can even confirm this. Everybody, mechanics that work on BM in Lagos can confirm. They can tell you this. just need to be very, very careful when buying a used BMW.
Yeah. I think I even remember when I came to your shop one time and you showed me one transmission that you were changing.
This guy, eh?
And
And you've drove that car for like a year like that.
no,
Okay, the one
the
from
one you showed-
Abuja, yeah.
yes,
The car, how did the car even get to Lagos? A client bought a BMW from Abuja. They drove this car to Lagos, so the next day the car packed up.
yeah. Boy,
And I noticed Kaduna people, yeah. I'm not generalizing it, so, but seems they are mechanic. They don't like buying parts.
no.
When you have like, let's say like a bad suspension or low arm or something, rather than them changing it, they will just, this tire rubber, all those working this thing they used to do.
Yeah.
They would rather do that.
You,
Than
you,
your
can,
place.
you might not blame them because I know that there are times that I go to Ladipo and I see
Available.
come from the north to actually come and buy parts.
Yeah.
And you see maybe one person now is coming and it's coming to buy parts for like 10 different people. So I think the flow of parts
Yeah,
out there
Yeah,
is
actually
a problem.
Because me too, I send parts to people,
Yeah.
Abuja.
Yeah, I do that too. So I think that's what the problem is actually, the availability of parts.
Actually.
Even down here so in Lagos, we suffer.
So we suffer to get the
That
parts.
but some people just call me, oh, I need something from Dubai, I need something from here. So I believe that availability of parts might be their first problem. Then secondly, maybe skill as well. Maybe a lot of people don't do research down there. Because I know that there are a couple of garages there that do good work.
Good work. Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot.
but there, in fact, before back in the days, if you want to really pimp a car, you be hearing, oh, Kaduna boys, because those that just go there, Abuja, Kaduna, they will be the ones to do it. Before boys in Lagos started picking up and all of that. But over time, I've started now hearing, oh, issues with this, issue with that. So it's either that or maybe the clients that own those cars were just like, just make it work.
Just make it work. Yeah.
And that's what kills a lot of cars, just to make it work.
Just make it work will damage your car. And you need to have like mechanic work is not easy actually. You need to give your mechanic time. So I'm sure some clients will, bro, just do it.
do something.
I need the car.
Yeah, I try to explain this to people actually. When they go and they say, oh, can't you just do? I'm like, no, you just can't do XYZ. You have to do it by the book.
The
If
proper
not,
way.
it's going to fail you.
Yeah.
Or people don't always believe these things. Sometimes some people just think, oh, this person is playing with my car. And I've had instances where people feel that way. But when they come to the workshop and they look at and they see what's going on, and they are there from 7 a.m. till 8 p.m.
Yes.
They're like, so is this what you guys do every day?
Ah.
I'm like, bruh, what do you think? So you think
Yes.
we're always playing what
Playing
your guy is
around.
saying?
Yeah.
So I just personally believe that also the education matters with that whole thing, and then availability of parts and so many other factors. So if I want to buy Nigeria used BMW today, what would you advise me to look out for? Let's say I want to buy a 335.
Okay. Just if you are buying a used BM, take a specialist there. Take a specialist to check the car properly.
Okay.
Check if any wiring job, if they haven't messed up the whole wiring system of the car. Check the suspension. Check for rust. Obviously, you need to check for rust, and check if it's not like a accident car or flooded
Okay.
car. That's it for BM. BM is not that stressful.
So if I get a flooded 355 now, I see 353 now, would you be able to fix it?
Depend.
Like I'm talking
Depend. If you are ready to spend heavy,
water level above
The bonnet.
seat. No, not
Okay.
bonnet. Bonnet is suicide. Above the seat.
can be fixed.
It can be fixed.
That's if you are ready to spend heavy. It's not like I'll tell you we need to order this sensor from the US for $2,000. If you are ready, it can be fixed.
So it's all about money now.
Yeah, it's all about car in general. Car is like a baby now, so you have to spend.
Yeah, in general, exactly. It's all right about the money.
But BM is not a bad car, so I just want people to know BM is not a bad car.
Yeah, so I was going to ask, when it comes to owning a car, what are the basic things that you actually like? Okay, let's say like the three of us now are actually like car guys. We know what to do and all of that. But viewers that don't really know much, don't know what are the things that they are actually meant to look out for when dealing a car. Might not necessarily be a BMW, but in general,
Toyota in general,
yes,
yeah.
like what are the things to always look out for? What are the things that, as they go about their day? Because I've read a situation whereby some people, they can go 1 year without even opening their bonnet. They don't even check.
As far as
they don't.
it's ready.
Going, they are going. So
Yeah.
I know, and I even remember when a friend of mine I got a BMW for him, and that same mentality was there. And then one day he found out that there was no water in he tried to put on the car, it didn't start, then checked and saw that there was no water in the reserve.
Okay, yeah.
And that's when it was like no coolant, rather, no water, coolant. I was like, guy, we bought coolant, we pour coolant in this car. And it was like, oh man, there's nothing there. So ever since then, that was a big lesson for him. So before he goes out, he checks, because you don't want wahala.
Yeah.
And
You
so
have to buy another engine.
exactly.
So you need to maintain a car in Nigeria, you need to consider like a lot. Number one, our fuel.
Yeah, that's
Our fuel. I won't say it's bad, but we are not getting the
we're not getting-
top.
You have
Yeah.
if you want to get the top, you have to buy additives.
Yeah, so
10 boosters. And
you need to consider the fuel. Bad fuel with time is going to tell on your engine. Traffic.
Mm.
In Lagos, we spend more time in traffic. It tells on the
so
engine.
that has an impact on the engine.
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
Yeah. Wear and tear. Your brake pads, the longer you stay in traffic, pressing your brakes, removing. And in Nigeria, we have fake
Yeah, fake brake pads.
bad roads. So you need to pay attention to like every little, if you own a car, you need to pay attention to like every little details. You get, always make sure. Some people, their cars are always making noise, but my suspension, they make noise. They loud the song. Bro, why?
Like, I mean, they are trying to save the.
Serious, I have friends like that too. I say,
the volume.
guy, your suspension. I say, bro, don't worry. It's just going to, bro, come on. So you have to consider those stuffs.
That's wild. Very, very wild. But so, to be honest, if you're a Nigerian guy and maybe you are just a normal guy, there are sometimes that when you are hearing some sound, you increase your music.
Oh yes, so people just
When you're editing, if I want to buy maybe coilovers now, it's like $2,000. I increase the volume small.
like I said, manager.
Let me manage it small. But when I get worried is when I start hearing certain noise that will be scary, and then I know that something might pull out. It's either you park the car or you address it immediately. But if it's just this small suspension noise that your speakers and your nice jams can cover, like, let's be going. That's what 90% of guys actually do. And then maybe when they now have the phones, they now change.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not easy maintaining a car. Actually, it's like you said, it's like a child, because you keep giving it. If you're not buying coolant today, you're buying oil today. You're buying this.
Buying. Yes. So I was just going to bring it up what you just said, the coolant part. I realized that like there are a couple of people that will just put water into their engine. They don't even use coolant. And I was going to ask, what is actually the advantage of actually using coolant or using water?
Coolant would actually just, the boiling point of water is going to reduce it. It's going to avoid rust.
It lubricates the system.
Yeah, the system.
So it's better.
There won't be rust in the system.
Haven't you seen some radiators that when they open,
There's a lot of rust.
Yeah, you
brown, even
the cover itself.
yeah, the cover, even the water that's coming out of it is brown. Now, like, bros, how did you get to this stage? Then they do not for me who wants to steam wash it, they'll be putting that hot water doing. You're just joking. You're just playing. The damage has already been done.
You don't know.
A lot of people for years they don't even think of putting coolant in their car. But now,
Well, I feel people now pay more attention to these things. Though.
are you sure?
Maybe
Yes, now.
maybe the people around.
Maybe if you pump around the well, really don't.
Because I don't think it's
Serious,
Yes, a lot of people don't, bro.
bro. I feel people pay attention to this stuff these days. Though.
Okay, now the
Because
bad part-
cars are expensive, so people tend to manage their car
okay, the bad
properly.
part is even this. Okay, they pay attention. Do they even know the right coolant to buy?
exactly.
Actually,
Do they know?
That's
Bro,
no, that's
this
no,
is Nigeria.
Yeah.
The coolant we're even buying fake,
Fake. 90% of it is fake. So
just water and color.
and color.
Mix
Then
it,
maybe we'll
pack
pour
it
small-
in this thing.
They will mix it with small brake oil so that
It's going to look oily, kind of.
Because I don't understand. Then another thing that baffles me is the amount of engine oils that are around in town. And a lot of people from, okay, I bumped into somebody. He has a GS like me, and he said, oh, he serviced his car only once last year. And I'm like, you drive this car every day. Now, we went to where he was going to service the car, and then they drained the bra. It was thick and black. And they said, no, it's synthetic oil. I think people make mistake. Yes, it's synthetic oil, but are you supposed to use it like that? Don't you even picture your engine that is 4 million naira?
And it dailies the car.
Bro, daily travel out of Lagos. So, in that case, I think it's just luck.
What was it his mechanic that told him that you are using a good oil? You don't need to serve. Because I've heard mechanics tell people that, now Mobi one you buy, you don't need to service. I was like,
what are you talking about?
You daily this car, you sit longer in traffic. Lagos, you be in Nigeria in general, you go straight.
And you still see somebody on top of the bridge and race
with the best, you know.
On that your Mobi one that you have been using for 8 years. Come on. Yeah, just not even caring about the engine. I don't know. Some people think that because they are using synthetic oil, they have to run the car for 1 year or 2 years, regardless of whatever they do with it.
Yeah.
And the amount of fake oil in the market.
Bro, are you telling me?
The amount of fake oil
is all over the place. Fake oil is all over the place.
I've actually been a victim of fake oil.
Hope you didn't buy a new engine.
I almost did though. It was my car, funniest thing.
Which oil was that? Liquid moly?
No, not that. One brand like then I was using a C300.
Oh, wow.
Not cap or not cap.
Yeah.
And I asked this
that oil was good.
I asked this guy, are you sure you are a verified seller? He said yes. You know online now. Yes, bro, I bought this oil. I drove that car for like a month, and the oil became like grease.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sludge.
I noticed on time actually. I started hearing like a tapping sound on my head. I was like, this word. So the next month I drove it like that. I managed it till the next day. So I checked the oil filter. I'm suspecting both the oil and the oil filter was fake.
No,
bro, you need to see the oil filter.
Wow.
I had to change all the tapped valve. I'm telling you. I've been a victim, so I understand. So anytime I'm buying oil now, I used to like
try and
get like, if it's Total, I rather go to Total myself, pick it up from there, than me going to one man on the road and telling me this Total come from company.
If right the way, we should even start the movement where if anybody changes or buys new engine, or they should destroy the container, because
because they pick.
I think there's people that just go about picking these containers to sell to those guys that are going to repackage, and it's madness, because you're trying to make 10k, whereas when you're making that your 10k or 20k, somebody is going to be losing millions on buying a new
engine,
and engines are not cheap. And the bad part is, even if they are cheap, what's the guarantee that you're getting a good one? So those are the issues that we have down here in this country right now, and I don't know, God help us. Anyway, we have people like that help us change engine, but I don't think I want to change engine anytime
soon. I'll be
except I want to do a swap or something, but if not, it can be stressful.
I'm telling you.
So you told me today now that if I had a BMW and I come to you every day, every week for service, I'll be fine. Once my car coughs, I should just come to you.
You don't need to come. You just need to come like twice in a year.
Twice a year. Are you sure?
Every day out.
The car will not show me premium shaggy.
No.
Okay then.
No.
I mean, it's also good for the viewers to notice, even if maybe somebody has a BMW, can check you out online. Your handle is at autocraft.ng, right? So people can check you out to learn. I see you sometimes, you even give updates and say, oh, we are doing XYZ on the 355. Why do I keep saying 355? 335. I don't know why. I just God help me. So we are doing update on the 335. And I'm like, this guy, okay. No, actually carrying his followers on
calm down. Actually, maintaining a car in Nigeria can be very difficult because of the amount of fake parts. If you are buying even brake pad,
I know. So that's something.
So it's difficult to maintain a car in Nigeria.
I can agree. I wish we had more credible sellers, and reasonable prices, because even the ones that say, oh, we are credible, We're buying brake pad for 400k. Who do we offend in this country now?
How much am I making?
How much am I making? So those are the issues. But I guess if you want to drive a car, you must be able to pay these bills at some point. So know what you are driving, know your pocket, and then move on from there.
Not like the China parts are not OEM. They will do the job.
But they won't last.
Yeah, but they won't last.
That's the thing. So
I've actually not changed my brake pads in 2 years now.
why? Don't you drive the car?
I drive the car, I daily the car. But
Even when you're drifting, burnout.
I'm telling you, you can check it. I only changed it when I bought the car, and that's like 2 years ago.
Why? You got good quality brake pads?
Yeah.
From where?
I got OEM. I had to order it.
Oh, exactly. So if you do that,
Why?
because I know that if you buy good brake pads and you don't drive, and maybe you drive a little bit wild, it should still last sometime. But the ones down here, you'd have started seeing
Dust.
black dust on your wheels, and then it's already even discoloring your wheels if you are not careful. And then it just doesn't last, or it starts to whistle or something. I've had to buy brake pads from Dubai too a couple of times because I'm just tired of that squeaky sound and then that black dust and all of that. So I understand what you mean actually. But imagine some customers embrace it, some don't. When you tell them, oh, I want to order X, Y, Z, they're like, what are you ordering?
I'll call Ebuka in the market. They go bring and come now.
So the customer just tell you, I'll send it to you. Or sometimes I will be sitting next to people and they'll be speaking to their mechanic, and the mechanic will be saying, oh, this thing is 20,000. Is this? Like, don't worry, I have one guy. And I told one guy, I said, that your guy that you know, do you really trust him? Do you know what he's sending you? Because I know that brakes can kill you in a split second.
Yes.
So you need to be careful. A lot of people don't know this too. So please, I think we need to keep letting people know that this cheap parts sometimes can do you more harm than good.
Yeah, than good.
Then I was going to also ask, as a mechanic, you've been in this scene for a very long time. I realized that there are a lot of mechanics that always like to cut corners when it comes to fixing cars. I remember an example is when I sent my guy over to you to fix his AC. And before doing that, we reached out to a couple of other people and they said, oh, they are going to convert it to manual and all of that. And then we reached out to you and you said, no, you rather just do it the OEM way. And that's how you did, and it's working now. What would be your advice to people out there? Because it seems like a lot of people don't know these things. Like if my friend doesn't know me or I don't know you, you would have just gone ahead and convert. And they were actually calling more money than how much you were actually.
Serious?
Yes, was way more money than
for the manual.
I will tell you that the manual compressor is more expensive than the automatic compressor.
We were actually saying they were going to collect more money. And that was even one of the reasons why I said no. And I said, let's come to you. Because I was like, it's ridiculous. So what can you say about that to people out there? Because it's like, I don't know. Do people have to do more research before
we go?
Or
I'm actually not that kind of person that would say, let's convert this thing. Like me now, very soon I'm doing a manual swap on my car. So I'm converting, but I'm not talking about that kind. I'm doing it because
doing it back to factory standards.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying. So mechanics will be like, would I say mechanics are scared? And I actually don't blame them too. Parts in the market. If you are buying, there's new automatic compressor in the market.
Like China.
Yeah.
Expensive if you get a good one.
And if you get a China part and it gets bad, immediately they won't collect it.
So that was the excuse that they were giving.
Mechanics are always scared. Nobody wants chalk basing, and I know all these stubborn clients too. They don't want to. But I paid for it. You have to sort it out.
That was what the guy was saying. Kept on saying the reason why they're collecting that amount is because if they buy one and let's say it gets spoiled, they won't collect it back from them in Ladipo. So for that reason, they are collecting more money. So if that one's spoiled, they can buy another one.
The whole drama of mechanics saying converts is everything is based on parts. Though there are some mechanics that, they are crazy. They will just want to do construct.
No, personally for that compressor thing, because it happened to me. my compressor got damaged, and so I've had 2 experiences with this thing. The very first one that I had, compressor got damaged, and the guy says, "Oh, let's put manual." I'm like, I just want my car to be the way it was. He said, "No, let's put manual. Let's put manual."
Manual is going to tell on your engine also.
Bro, it was on IS250, 07 IS250, and we actually put that manual compressor on it. I kid you not, I never enjoyed the drive of that car again when the AC was on. And I noticed that when the AC was on, the fuel consumption was different. It consumed a lot more. And then when I turn off the car and I'm driving, when I turn off the AC and I'm driving, the car used to feel like how it felt when I just got it, compared to when I installed that compressor. It was like there was just some kind of weight on it that I didn't even understand what was going on. So it might have been a manual compressor that was even a higher capacity than what was there, because maybe the guy believed that.
I know it won't
so-
be for Lexus.
Yes, if the
It might be
compressor is
I've seen
pumping,
people
putting all manner of things.
this thing in. I'm like,
Yeah, people do it. So maybe he felt if the compressor is big and it's pumping, the AC will be freezing. Yeah, I won't like the AC was freezing, but bro, at the expense of my engine, no. So recently, my compressor got damaged, and the guy was just saying, "Ross, we go change them to manual. We go do this." I said, "Yeah, if you bring anything here that is not for my car, you will go back to the market.
you
He said,
replace
"We'll
it.
try. There's the way we always do it." I said, "You are not going to cut any wire in my car.
Yeah.
You are going to. I want to plug and play."
And once you start conversions like that, you
Mm.
need to start cutting wire. You must.
I said, "I'm not cutting any wire, so I want plug and play. Let me know what it costs." So apparently, he now told me that the automatic compressor that I want is
Even
cheaper
way cheaper.
than the manual compressor.
Actually,
Like, what's your problem?
automatic is way cheaper
Yeah.
than manual in the
So what's
market.
your problem? I said, "Give me the automatic. Worst case, we'll try 3 or 4. And by the time we tried the first one, because I didn't buy a brand new one, I bought a Tokumbo one. And by the time we installed the first one, this is pumping, chilling. But you can imagine I was going to just go and start cutting wire. Then there's one sensor that they will now plug and tape it
Yeah,
and
need
put it
to-
in the nah.
To work
way past
relay,
that.
do
It is not necessary, because you are spending more money to get something that is not factory.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
But if there's a direct OEM conversion that will follow
that was
factory
going to go.
standards,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. If they say, okay, maybe there was a recall for this particular kind of design, so they switch to this, fine. But don't go and bring something of higher capacity and put in my car and then still cut wires and then make me feel like, oh, you've done me a favor. And then it's telling on my engine, it's telling on my vehicle's performance. A lot of people don't even know when something is killing their vehicle's performance. They just, that guy, he does the AC very
Yes, it
It's
is.
chilling. It should be freezing at night, but at the expense of your engine, at the
Exactly.
expense of the lifespan of your car, and they even collected more money from you. So I think a lot of people need to really do this research. Yeah, I get it that, them two are trying to protect themselves, but if as the owner you keep your foot down and say, do this, if it doesn't work, I know it doesn't work, then I believe everyone should know where they are going to at the end of the day, and they will enjoy their cars more.
Actually,
That's just the truth.
but mechanics too. Though it's not an easy job. It's not an easy task to do. Sometimes you even get right parts and you end up running into issues.
Yeah, and that's understandable.
Yeah, that's the job,
Cars can be wild.
bro.
They can be wild.
I have clients that they will take their car. They'll be like, bro, I haven't even driven this car. It's bad. Bro, why would you say you haven't driven this car?
Exactly.
So as a mechanic, you have to consider, before doing this mechanic job in Nigeria, you have to consider a lot. Sometimes you fix one issue today on a client's car, before next week or 2 weeks, they will come back again that what you fixed was bad. You see tells on the parts and bad road.
And you need to see the way some people drive.
Yes,
Yeah.
you need to see the way some clients drive.
And I tell people, I say, you see
I
those
don't even
roads,
drive my own car like this.
something I say you'll be complaining about suspension, but then you protect your suspension not only on those roads that are bumpy and those roads that look like this and like this, because then you have to slow down, drive slowly. But remember, on some express in Lagos, maybe on that Lake Express, there are some things on the road that you can't slow down.
Yeah.
You just have to go on
Going. Yeah.
and going on them is killing your suspension. I said, so how do you want to, which provision are you making for that? So don't think that because you are slowing down
And they didn't remind you, they didn't buy the OEM brand new.
they didn't buy the brand new.
They
So
bought a shock that has been used
before,
in one car in the US.
and you don't even know how it was driven, whether it was
Actually,
driven a rocky road or something, you don't know. So I tell people, I said, it's not just those slow roads, it's also those things that are on the express, or what we call our roads that we call express day, that you just be driving here, bah! You see, all those things at the end of the day kills your suspension, even your tires. That's why you see sometimes you see people having that board by the side of their tires,
Yes.
because
Don't worry. I changed like 2 tires yesterday.
you can imagine. And definitely, it's not like it was doing anything crazy. It's just the things on the
Very
road. We
good.
don't have smooth roads like that,
Yeah.
and that's just the problem. So you keep running into these things. They are killing your suspension, and they are killing your tires, even your wheels. So you see all those China wheels.
China wheels is
That's
another
topic.
conversation. Like, PlayStation wheels is something else.
I rather do a ugly OEM wheel than doing China.
So I've had this nasty experience where I damaged my OEM wheels, so I was feeling vibrations. Then I now started buying just normal aftermarket or China from Ladipo. Do you know that when I started venturing into this thing, I found myself changing wheels so much that I changed wheels up to 4 or 5 times,
In a year.
because I'm running low profiles, and then I'm buying rims that any small thing to crack.
Yes.
So one day I just see that my tire is flat. Before they know what's happening, they say, "Okay, you're going to get cracked for this side." I'll call my plug. How far?
Give me another one.
How much you could collect these ones? Give me another one.
And that same rim they collected from you, they will sell it.
fix
They will
it.
still
Still fix it and
sell
sell
it.
it. So how am I sure that what I'm even getting
It's not this.
is not easy? And I always want beauty. I always want that staggered look. 19. I don't like anything.
get.
Anything below 19, I don't like.
You don't like it.
So I want 19 up. I want that staggered fit where I can even dip my hands through the wheels or look from here and see the other side.
Take nice pictures.
Pack it and take nice pictures. So all those things, they'll just say, okay, this room is fine now, but it might be China. Okay, this room is bad. I'll send it to my guys. What do you think about this room? They'll be like, you don't start the game one by. I say, that one don't crack. Because I'm running low profiles. I'm running 30 or I'm running 35. And I know people that run 20 in this Lagos. I know somebody that runs 20.
It doesn't take the car out,
He takes it out.
but not like this.
You know the person, you should know with his RCF. He runs 20s.
Bro. And I used to see Shino like
And you see
on
where
the
he
road
goes.
every time.
But trust me, whenever his tire goes bad, he knows how far. So for me, it's just before you know what's happening, rim don't scatter every time. And until one time, the guy now said, "Okay, you're always buying all these fine rims. Just buy this follow come." So he sent me the rims, and
It was the person that was selling that
because
buy
I
for
don't bought
local.
like 4 sets from him. So he sent me a picture of this GS 350 wheels. They were staggered rims and they were 19 inches. Bro, when I installed them on my car, without doing wheel balancing and alignment, the drive to the place that I was going to do wheel balance,
It felt different.
it was joyful.
Yeah, I know that
I
feeling.
felt this smoothness, and I'm like, what have I been missing? Since then, if it's not a correct OEM wheel or a premium quality, I'm not dealing with you. So that's why sometimes I helped somebody get a set of wheels for his car, and it was costing like $3,500. A lot of people thought it was crazy, but at the end of the day, we all know what we are trying to get here.
Yeah.
Not something that break or something that when you even go and do wheel balancing, it's not. Have you seen where wheels fail when they are doing wheel balancing? Like they will not be able to get that 0.0.
Yes, yeah.
It will never balance. So you automatically know that you are going to be having a vibrating ride or a very unsmooth ride. So all those things matter a lot. But at the end of the day, you just have to keep learning.
You just have to.
Autocraft, we still need to bring you again one more time.
Well, before we even go, I have one last question for him. So, we know that yes, you have been in this mechanic stuff. Is there okay? The question here is, what is one horrifying thing that you have gone through, like an experience that you experienced as a mechanic?
Segun will tell you.
What is?
I'm not saying that. I'm not doing that.
Bro.
No, you went through it.
You have to go through it. You have to go through it. I have to go through it.
Or you don't want to tell the audience, right?
So it's normal. Mechanics will always go through one or two different clients, I have a client that will tell me that this guy is going to pick this car. The client is going to pick the car. Normally, if I service your car, I'll do a reset. I'll reset the trip. You will bring your car back to me that you haven't even driven this car, and I'm seeing 3,000. Ow, bro. So you would always run into issues like that. And sometimes you will buy a brand new part, which is not OEM, because Nigerians, and then, bro, if you are BMW now, if you are buying an OEM water pump, it's close to around for the 3 series, so the 328, the 08, E90s, it's close to around, if you are buying OEM, it's close to around 800 to 700,000.
Wow.
For real, though. But no worry, Ladipo boys, you'll get it for 200. So the clients would rather go for that. You understand? Though I used to tell them, bro, this water pump, I don't know it, but yeah, sure, yeah, you get. Some might not even last 1 week. So they'll come to the mechanic, bro, it's not my fault. You know how clients would want to argue, do this. So that's
700. No.
So now you know. But you haven't changed yours.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, big boy.
Was his OEM. I had them, my E90. I used them, that water pump, for close to 3 years. I didn't even change it till I sold the car. It came with the car. So you would know that's OEM. And
also
I've gotten the
relax.
China one for my 333. This is like the third water pump I'm using on that car. For real,
Wow.
they will go bad because they are China. They would.
The car on that.
But when you consider the amount, how would I buy it? How much am I making?
I know a big boy. Lagos big boy. He said, Lagos.
Yeah, so
Yahoo mechanic.
exactly. Don't listen to him.
It's fine.
Well, I mean, my parts can be expensive actually.
Very expensive.
So that's the major challenge for you, but
Very
successful customers, right?
All right. Yeah.
I mean, it's good having you on this podcast.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's good for us to see you again.
Actually.
Yes. I know if you keep us here for the whole day,
We'll just keep talking.
well, we'll invite you some other time. Let's have some more fun.
That would be nice.
Thanks for the knowledge sharing session.
Exactly.
You have taught us certain things that a lot of people didn't know.
Don't. I know.
I guess when they see this podcast at some point, they will pick one or two things.
Yeah, actually.
Thanks a lot for coming, Autocraft.
He has forgotten my name, Chairman.
Chairman. So that's a normal problem. We guys in Nigeria, we know that everybody is chairman, everybody's
Yes, boss.
So boss,
I deal
nice to
with
meet
you.
you.
Boss.
I didn't like
Yeah.
that. Or I remember. Now that you said it, I remember.
Nice.
Anybody that tries to reach out to you, maybe when they see the podcast, don't be scared. Nobody wants to scam you. They just want to ask you questions.
It's fine.
Or they want to bring their cars to you.
You can tell I'm always
They're always
regular.
active.
Yeah, active.
I'm active.
Exactly.
I'm active.
I'm active for the questions.
So
Yeah.
please be active for our audience, potential customers, friends, family.
Normally.
So thanks for coming once again.
Thanks.
Enjoy your week.
Yeah.
Enjoy your.
Thanks everyone for for staying with us, and we'll looking forward to seeing you again on the next episode. Make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, and if you want to keep tab with we dropping the videos, make sure you click on that bell button to keep your notification on. Thank you, and have a nice